Welcome to Truly Heal and our weekly webinar where we cover a lot of different subjects for you to save a lot of time and effort in learning about them. The first one, why cures are a waste of time and money, uncovering the hype of internet marketing and copycat promotions. And believe me, there are plenty who have very little evidence, actually no research associated with it, yet they are regurgitated all over the net, and all new clients fall prey and purchase and invest money into completely unwise decisions. So that will be number one. Freshly diagnosed, what now? This webinar will save you time and money and a lot of stress in searching. Being freshly diagnosed is already overwhelming, and then finding your way through treatments, what works, what not, what do I need to do, and then everybody unloads their wisdom on you, can be very overwhelming. So we'll cover a lot of those very simple basic steps that you need to know in that webinar. Are you afraid of dying? Preparing for death, understanding death, the transition, different religions, different concepts. We bring them all together and then we look at the purpose of life, which all of a sudden makes dying very simple. So we look at all of those factors. This is one of my main subjects. I've been studying death. I think the first book I read when I was 6 years old was Life After Death by Moody, and it captivated me throughout all my life. And I've been researching the process of dying since a long time in form of meditation and different cultures. And I believe I can share with you some really beautiful nuggets of gold. Teeth and disease, we look at all the dental issues, how to prevent them, how to repair them, how to fix them, and how important they are. Not all dental tissues will lead to disease, so we'll look at those. Why children can have cancer, more and more children with cancer. Do you wonder why? You know, how to prevent, how to prepare. Pregnancy preparation 1 year before you start. So we cover a lot of ground here that will help you to help your children maybe to prevent giving birth to children with disease. Stress as a culprit, 3 simple steps. One will cover a subject where we test stress. You know, I'm not stressed. A lot of people have that problem and they don't realize the stress they are in. And we have a tool that measures your sympathetic and your parasympathetic stress to actually show you how many physical, how many mental stress levels you go through and how they vary and how well you can balance them out, and different breathing techniques to break that down. This is going to be a real insight for most of you. How your gut can spoil all other efforts, very important. If you have no nutrient uptake, if you have high inflammation, if you have dysbiosis, if you have different gut bacteria, they can spoil all other treatments. So we look at them and how you can heal your gut, your mind, and your body. Should you do a DNA test, nutrigenomic test? Again, very important. There is a lot of money at stake, and is it really necessary? Does it help you in your condition? We'll talk about all of those issues and what it actually gives you in form of information. How late is late stage? Can there still be hope? You know, I have clients that were sent home to die. You know, bring your affairs in order, maybe 3-4 weeks, huge tumors all through the body that are still alive today. Well, others who were in much easier condition are dead. So I've been comparing for many years now, what are the driving forces and what are the main fallbacks or setbacks that really make you tired and want you to go. So all of those will be in this webinar. Are you a mysterious case? You probably know that. You have a very rare form of cancer, a very rare form of disease. There is only a few people in this world. And yet it's all the same. If we look at the root causes of disease, there's 5. You know, if we break them up, let's say there is 10. But that's it. So looking at all those different pathologies is only designed to confuse you instead of looking at the root problem that will heal the disease. Emotional manifestation of disease, where your mind will establish in your body and how those are connected. And could mold be the culprit of disease? As we know, mold, additional to any other disease, will multiply by factor 10. So the danger you are in with just an infection is not so much. If you combine it with mold, it's tenfold. heavy metal poisoning and mold, again, triples, quadruples the danger. So looking at that and how you can deal with it, how you can reduce the toxic load is really important. Now, and we take on your suggestions. It's really important to us that we don't just come up with ideas. We want you to send us in your questions, your subjects that you would like to know, themes that we might not think about. You know, if I take my Truly Heal curriculum, I can talk for 10 days. It's not a problem at all. And I can share so many nuggets of gold with you. But if you ask what you'd like to know, I'll compile it based on your suggestions. So as soon as you subscribe to this webinar, just at the bottom of the page, press subscribe now or sign up now. And then on the landing page, once you've done, you have a question box, your subject, and your explanation of what you would like us to share with you and everybody else. All right? And now scroll down, subscribe, send us in your questions if you have particular ones that you want us to cover, or enjoy a wealth of wisdom in our weekly webinars.